Warning, Will Robinson, warning.
Nej. Nej.
My hidden agenda.
People streaming round one.
I think they thought I was here on the screen.
Alright.
Don't close the door. No, of course not.
Not that, Chris. No. I wasn't sure you were in already. Okay, is this meant to be hooked around this? So, Olov against that, Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. Different. My pro strat of dodging the tournament by basically dodge all the Cygnar players.
Not that, Chris.
Yeah.
So, yes. Hello and welcome, stream. Stream. Anyone watching? At all? If you want to... No, okay, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Hello. I can hear.
Do you want to try this or so?
Hello. Do you want to try that one? Say hi.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream. It's Torbjörn,
Hi.
Chris, and Johan
Yes.
commenting at the moment.
Commenting on a game of Olov and a different Chris. Yes, there are multiples of us. We kind of multiply. We'll eventually conquer all. What's this shit? It's like... it's a very original Haley list. Actually, okay, you guys are going to have to talk me through this one, because normally most people don't go double strider. They try and pretend that they have class.
No, you haven't been to Sweden yet, here.
I know that. This is my first time here.
This is the standard list in Sweden at the moment.
Right.
With Hurricane and double strider, and then Thorn, of course, because why not, and then Firefly and free shit.
Yes, this list offends me on multiple levels. I mean, for one, it's a point down, and that's just like...
1 point down?
Yeah, well, it's got mechanic.
And it's a solo down as well because
It's
you
a
don't get
solo
full
down.
100.
Yeah.
So it's not a point down. It's solo.
Doesn't it have battle mechanic? Or
but-
maybe.
Yeah,
If
battle
when-
mechanics are 3 points. It's
Yeah.
3 points left in the list when you do this.
I thought it was like 1 point under because you take a Firefly instead of a Charger or some shit. I don't know. We'll have to work it out later. The poor thing is,
it's obnoxious to play against. It's really
Chris.
harsh.
Put this in the.
Luckily, it's not recon, so the other player actually gets to play the game, which is nice.
he gets to pretend to play the game. Alright,
Do you want to tell this story for the world? What happened to you the last time you played against Haley2 on
That's not
Recon?
the last time I played against Haley2. The last time I played against Haley2, I got to roll 1 attack, which was the first time in 3 games, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, on recon, if Haley starts, I don't think she can lose.
Well, you can take a trawler. Upetek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a trawler is the cheapest ambusher you can find, so that might actually cause her to not auto win on turn like
3.
turn 3. Yeah.
Right.
But
Wait, is that a storm wall? Oh my god, Olov, what are you doing?
It's a storm wall,
But
yes.
it's a storm
Why is it
wall
not a
because-
hurricane?
No, it's a storm wall because in the Crix matchup it's better to have a storm wall.
That's fair. But still.
And also, the fucking pods can score now.
Yes, that is good. That is a very big point.
So that also means that spread the net is unlosable. That's Haley.
But that's the thing is like a lot of the heavy metal builds from 2016, SR 2016, they don't actually work that well with 2017 because you don't have enough fucking solos to score anything.
Yeah, but if you can throw
Well,
pods
you have
on
enough
five-
solos, but they can't move up there because they're really important.
Yeah.
Well, yes. It's like, you guess you lose the squire. Well, that sucks. I mean, the best one you get is Arlen, and sometimes you're like, okay, I can't move Arlen up because we're playing Fleet or some shit.
So what is the Irusk?
So he's playing Irusk2. I know this Chrysalis. Basically, it's Irusk2. Both of those gunjacks there are on the Fortiers.
And then there is a Spriggan?
It's a Spriggan and a Marauder, I think, and some
It
Kyazi.
looks like a clamjack up top, right?
Nah, that one's a Destroyer. Oh wait, shit, you're right. There's a Clamjack there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really, really bad against Haley. So doesn't
Clamjack?
it-
No, it's actually the good Clamjack. Because
If
you don't...
dominate it, it dies.
No, because you want the Clamjack without guns, because then you just don't put anything within 5 inches of it. Yes, if she puts one of her own models, then she has to move one of her own models up there, and then dominate it and get to punch her own model, and blah blah blah.
Okay, so you're using the more expensive one that's worse.
No. He's using the good one, the cheaper one, the Devastator. Because he can't...
Can't that...
No, it can't rain a
explode?
death.
Oh yeah, because
Has
you
to
can't
punch
make
you.
special attacks,
Can't make
right?
special attacks.
Yeah,
I've tried this, right? Believe me.
makes
Like-
sense.
You actually want to just... You basically effort tax Haley with that thing. You say, like, look, it's too much effort to, like, dominate it and stuff. You have to do all these things.
But
Just-
we got laughed at when we had the great plan of how to play a clamjack against Haley. Is turn 1 you shoot it with your snipers, turn 2 you shoot it with your snipers, so it doesn't have a cortex, so that she cannot dominate it.
This is what we call Northerners
Genius! I love it.
And then you can repair it, but only once, because otherwise you can repair too much.
Yeah. Well, actually, like, Stockpile does change a bunch of these matchups, because you can, if your Cortex is out, say, because Thorn beside Olov tap you to death.
But you don't want a cortex.
No, but you can repair it, you get a turn's worth of activation out of it.
Yeah, and then you can snipe it again.
Well, at that point, it's already open, presumably because it's done something. But yeah, you can snipe it again.
Fair enough. But
Want to buy Cortex damage to Cortex damage my own jacks.
but this is a jack-heavy Irusk2 list.
Yes. Don't know where he's got his mechanics.
I
Well, come down to
why?
it.
Can you...
Okay,
I haven't
so
played Khador in too long. Why do you
those
play-
gunjacks have blessed and magic weapons is why.
Yes, but why Irusk2 then?
Because it got fire for effect. So you can put FFE on the Destroyer, and the Destroyer then gets a full gunshot, and then the Fortiers can double power boost, so the Behemoth gets 2 full gunshots. I'll be honest, right? Like, double gunjacks, I've done the build where you have 1 Destroyer Marshal. It's fine. It's actually pretty good, to be honest. It's just... I don't know about double gunjacks.
But it seems like Science Importance, or basically whatever other Khador class would do better than Fire for Effect.
Not gonna... Well, the thing is, right, is you kind of want Magic Blessed for a bunch of the matchups you get to see.
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, but
that's
then
not
you
caster
play
bound.
like Circova 1
Well,
instead
actually,
or
no one else
something.
runs it. No one else can really pull it off apart from Irusk2, at least.
What?
Yeah. Well, okay, right. First of all, right, if you're playing like Fortseers, right, you're not with Vlad 1, you're not playing in Winterguard, okay, so you don't have
No,
rockets.
of course. You're playing Jaws.
Yes.
If you're playing Fortseers,
But
you're
Irusk
playing
seems like the
Guards.
worst choice in Jaws.
No,
Maybe
it's fine.
Irusk 1 is worse, but
Oh no, it's Irusk2.
yes. But
Yeah.
I'm saying it's the second worst caster you can play in Jaws.
It's not, it's fine.
No, I don't
Trust
think
me,
so.
it's fine.
But
Fuck, I played this
think-
yesterday, right?
But you
Yeah,
have
but your
Kayasi.
build has...
Yeah, he has Kayahazi.
Your
be
build
fair.
has one more unit of Kiasi.
Yeah.
Where's the
that's-
Kayasi?
Yes, it's pretty big. Like, this might be the issue here, is just like... Let's see, there's the Kayahazi, it's running forward.
But he has like 6 Kayasi?
I think so?
I don't see any.
I think they're hiding behind the axe.
Yeah.
I don't see why you wouldn't
But I mean,
have
a
a full
single
unit.
unit is still not enough.
No. Well-
Storm Striders will just rip those apart now.
Yeah.
And there's nothing left.
Just tough to win. It's fine. Just tough to win.
They
think-
have to stick outside of 4 of each other, but that's
Nah,
very hard
look,
to do.
to be honest, you actually don't. You sort of bunch them up. The reason why is you actually can't stop it all because they'll just find an angle. It doesn't matter how.
So the Storm Striders are
You-
killing.
But the thing, you
Like
can't. You want what you want to
6
do.
each.
What you wanna
they kill
do-
12 of
yeah,
them,
yeah.
and there are 11.
Yes, what you actually want to do is make sure that the Storm Strider, if the Storm Strider is shooting Kayals, they're not shooting your Jacks or some shit like that, right? The actual really funny one is when the Firefly gets temporal accelerated and goes
Yeah.
and double taps,
Yeah, that's good.
like the piece of shit it is. Fuck that.
That's
Firefly.
not fun. That's a different word. That's not the fun word.
I'm thinking fucked instead if that's what you're after.
But-
Yes.
Okay, so does the Irusk player have some kind of game chance plan to play against this, or is he just fucked?
I don't know if he's got mechanics. That really hurts. If you don't have mechanics, basically you're kind of hosed anyway.
There are something between the Fortseers and the Behemoth.
Yeah, that might be mechanics. I don't. Oh, fuck, I can't tell for
No, that's Irusk, I think.
Okay.
this. Okay, well then this might
With
be.
his
There is
huge...
something in front of one of the
Yeah.
destroyers then, no?
No,
that's just a
that's 5 for effect. That's the token. Yeah.
So, no, I don't see any mechanics. If you check my Twitter, the lists are on there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not good enough to do that when I have chat app.
When you have a Windows phone as well.
Yes. You made the
Does
moral.
Twitter exist on a Windows phone?
Fuck you.
Okay. No, but... So, Haley can now score all 3 zones?
No, it's top of. It's gonna. She's went first, so it's gonna be top of. Actually, did she go first?
No, she... How can the Clamjack be in the zone if she went first?
True. Okay, well she can't score the center zone unless she
she-
runs her unit of mechanics. In.
This isn't the
Herself in.
theme list with running...
I can't see where the fuck she is. Oh, so she's up top. That's right.
This isn't
So
the
her in the
theme...
middle zone, and then she can score both the side zones.
Yeah.
I think she needs to
Realistically, I think she'll just score. Well, she has to kill the objective, so she can't really score the top zone. I mean, she can try, but I think what's more likely going to happen, like, okay, if you're Haley right now, the big thing is those like Fortseers and like those jacks who just want the gun jacks off the table. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably
It's
if
hard.
you're a Rusk, you just chuck that Marauder up there as he's sort of looking at doing.
That's the
I think you TK
Yeah.
both yaks and feed on them.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
you
Because
don't-
because they're not controlled by a Rusk, so they
So-
can't like energize her.
And then they're gone, and then you can put in the storm wall into the 2 yaks that stand there, like
I
the
s-
Friggan and the...
Spoke to Chris earlier, and he's
So
just
type-
like, he wasn't exactly thrilled with this matchup either. Like, those are its words, right? This is probably going to be shit. But at
So,
least it's funny.
Basically, what we expect to happen is Spruggan and Marauder dies, Behemoth is facing the other direction, so can't do anything. Probably the Destroyer as well,
Yeah,
and then maybe kill some Kajasi, because why not?
yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
the
more or
Kazi
less.
are not that relevant in this
And
matchup.
score 1 or 2 points?
I think you score 1. You
Score
one.
2, I think.
I don't know if he can actually kill a Spriggan and a Marauder. It's a bit too hard. But
With that amount of shooting, and
Yes.
then
it's...
I mean, the
Stormwall
Storm Strider
charge...
kills 1.
So the actual probable thing here is that the actual target of note for this one is that Firefly. Forget the rest of it. You want that Firefly dead. If you can kill the Firefly...
I think the Firefly just runs up behind the building.
Well, the thing is, the Firefly now, like, if you can kill it with this turn of shooting... Okay, no, he's going for the fucking Colossal. But alright, that's fair. Wait, no, that isn't fair. There's the mechanics behind it. God damn it, Chris.
There's no reason to shoot the storm wall. There's absolutely no reason. Like
I mean, he might
all
take
those
some
mechanics
decent
are gonna
damage,
make
But yeah,
it.
I would easily go for the Firefly if I could.
Yeah.
Because
But I can't
otherwise,
see the Firefly.
It's right there in front of you, in front of the Storm Strider.
It's no.
That's a Firefly. Yes, that's a Firefly. The ones between the two is Thorn, because of course Thorn's there, because you don't want him dying randomly. But no, you...
Firefly is probably
Because the Firefly basically is
no,
like...
because you don't have a Hurricane. So.
Yeah. It's... Well, you still got 2 Striders, right?
Yeah.
Strong
two,
Striders.
2 Striders with the Firefly probably shoots. And
I think you
Spriggan
kill.
dead from
You
behind.
probably kill
But-
what? Well, the thing is, right, is the Spriggan's already bad in Haley anyway because it just gets TK'd. Like, you probably actually ignore the Destroyer. You might TK Behemoth. You might not actually care because you feed on them and you move models out of threat range, or you just like move the Colossal slightly back and repair it because you got a shit ton of mechanics there.
No, I think the Colossal wants to charge the Marauder and the Spriggan.
Yeah, I think he needs to start scoring points.
That's
Not
fair.
really, but yeah,
No.
why
Haley
not?
2.
I mean,
He needs to so that he,
he
can
can
get the
send in
game.
the Colossal into melee, be safe, or stay back and be safe. I don't
Yeah.
see
The
reason to not
only
send
way
forward.
Haley 2 loses this game if it goes long. Like, there's no way she loses unless this goes to like
Turn 5 or something.
turn 5,
Yeah.
turn 6.
No,
So playing
And I don't
aggressive, I
don't
think, is the
Haley's
right
heard
way.
about this turn 5 and 6.
No, she
She
has.
hasn't been told about it.
She has an amusingly strong endgame as well because why not? By
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way.
Time Bomb and TK is pretty good in the end game.
It turns out her personal melee threat is way more than you think it is.
I've had that happen.
I've had that happen a lot of times.
That was WTC last year.
Yes.
Chris, people in the chat are asking you about what your current Netrunner decks are.
Oh, okay. I have a OTK Wizard, which is basically what you do is you play Eater, Account Siphon, and you keep all the tags. Then you play Mars for Martians, you get as many credits as you have tags. So I think my record is 22 credits for 1 click. Pretty good. And then you play Counter Surveillance, which is a card which gives you... It's a resource, one to install... Click, make a run on a server. If successful, pay X dollars, where X is equal to the number of tags you have. And then you access that many cards. So realistically, all you do is you steal all the corpse money, and then you go into their R&D, and you just rip their entire R&D up looking for agendas, and then you win. It's easy. Some slight problems, like getting exploded, getting your money stolen, and then exploded. Stuff like that. But it's just fine, it's fine.
I actually understood almost half of it.
Yeah, and the Corp deck is basically, at present, well, the best card I can think of right now, which is really fucking dumb, is Mass Commercialization, which is a card that just gives you $1 bajillion. So currently I've got the Score a Government Takeover in 1 turn deck, and I can't be bothered to think of something better than that right now.
Way, I hope you're all happy in chat.
Yeah, congratulations, you made me talk about Netrunner.
Now we see... Oh, maybe he has some models downstairs, because Chris just measured down on the bottom. But I don't know, I don't see
What
it.
would be there?
I don't know.
True line of sight at work. It's hiding from the commentators. That's how...
But
you don't know it, but there's an entire unit of like super Cossaites there. They're like Cossaites, except they got armor pierce on their guns. And
But maybe he can have something that could be outside of Haley's feet and it could actually run into the zone. To
Yeah,
let
that
Haley
would
score
be-
on
That
think
would be
Kato player's
really
turn.
important.
I'll be honest,
actually.
right? I think that you can stop the Kato player scoring on... the Kato player can stop the contest, right? He can figure out a way. It depends on whether one of the Jacks is still alive or not.
I'm not sure he can.
No, I don't think so. Actually.
Like, I think he can contest if there's not a solo down there, and I don't know.
Well, he
if
can
it is,
he
so-
can score his friendlies.
It's-
I can
it's
tell you
the-
what, he can score the North Zone, probably.
Yes.
And that will be the thing you do. You just
Yeah.
like go like, okay, fuck it,
Trade
I can't
point
be
for point.
point for point.
Yeah,
seems,
sure.
That seems easier than contesting.
Yeah, it's too much
But
effort.
maybe there's a solo down there somewhere that,
There's no marksman
there's
here.
more marksman, so the marksman is probably down there to be contesting with.
But yeah, okay. God damn it, Chris. I need you to shoot the fucking storm. I need you to shoot the Firefly. I need to kill that fucking thing dead.
But yeah, we see the cover on
Yeah.
two
on the
Yaks,
shitty Jacks.
The
so
Artifice.
Artifice, so it's
Is
harder
it
to
still
TK
within
them.
or is it completely within now?
It's now completely within, sadly. Tragic nerves.
So you need to roll an 6 with Haley to TK
4.
them.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
4.
yeah, it is actually
6.
6.
A 6
Oh,
with
no.
Haley to TK them. With
With
a
a
reroll
And
and
future
boosting
sight.
afterwards
Yeah.
Yes.
and stuff. It will be totally impossible
Is
for
the
her to...
Kayase within 4 of the Marauder?
It doesn't matter. It's going to bounce to the Spriggan first if it shoots it. Yep. So
No, but if you shoot the Spriggan, does it bounce to the Marauder and then to the Chaos?
maybe. Well, we'll see. If he fucked up, then it will, and if he didn't fuck up, then it'll probably bounce to like Behemoth instead. So he walks up. What did he just shoot?
The Firefly shot something.
Oh, he
the
shot a
Firefly
Stormwall, and then it bounced to
to the assassin in the way.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's one Chaos down.
Way.
So the issue with Irusk2 a lot of the time is just aggressive positioning, because you don't really want him to get super aggro, because then he fucking dies.
Did he actually do some decent damage to the Stormwall? Did we see him?
Yeah, he did, but now it's gone.
Yeah.
Is it all gone? Bam, and the dirt is
No,
gone.
but I mean, if he did decent damage, it shouldn't be gone from the beginning.
No, but we can check.
I'm
That's like 10 boxes left gone, I think.
I suspect the main issue is that, like, this is one of the reasons I was thinking shoot the Fireflies, that if you shoot the Fireflies, there's no way they can repair it. It might...
Yeah.
Even at that point, you might actually go like, okay, give the Spriggan focus. Spriggan's job is actually, like, help shoot the Firefly.
Yeah.
And Thorn Thorn, you're up.
I have no idea what that means, so I'm gonna give the phone to Chris and he can read the chat and like figure out what Kentemana is.
Okay, so
stuff.
first of all, basically, I said Wayland. I'm actually playing Scorp, which means that I'm playing negative play experience land. Okay, Ken Tenma, fuck, marry, or kill. Well, clearly the answer is fuck. Actually, I did take Ken Tenma to the Nationals, so is it marry then? I don't know.
This is the fun commentating we have in this.
Yes.
But
Now
now,
we're
now the
seeing-
bounces will actually be to Thorn if you would shoot the Spriggan or the Marauder.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, as predicted, he's gone to decide, like, okay, I don't want you shooting me because you're actually doing damage, so
Yeah.
please stop.
Can't have that happen.
And he used
terrible.
Squire reroll on this, so this is just a flat 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has to boost this one.
Oh, he missed both 6s.
Yeah, he missed both 6s and start, so
So it actually cost him 5 focus to
5 focus
let
to
them
turn
not do
them around.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
very
this,
fun.
This
We
is
love
the
this.
issue. Thing is, right, is that, yeah, this is the sort of issue with this kind of setup. I don't mind it personally, it's just, it would be good if it went for Haley, which means that's just not good at all, because fucking Haley.
Is the Destroyer also on the
Yeah.
Jack Marshals?
Yeah, that's the intent. There we go.
So yeah,
So now they're out of the Artifice as well.
Yeah, correct.
but if he
But
shoots...
the Artifice wasn't probably going to help them too much.
I guess, I mean, the Storm Starters might have had boost to hit.
Oh, right, now of course he moves away. That's his Thorn, come on.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't bounce and Thorn anymore. But
so
he's...
is he trying to kill Behemoth and the Destroyer this turn instead of Marauder and the Spriggan?
I don't see... He spent 5 and a TK on Thorn, right? So that's 7. He doesn't have enough to go in
Did he
there and
TK
kill
Thorn?
stuff.
Maybe he did.
I think he TK Tone.
So he's just shooting the Behemoth?
No, I think the second one he went temporal, what was it, reaction drive. It doesn't
Yeah,
look like...
reaction drive, but he ran from between the two
Yeah.
Spiders.
inside of 8. I think that's more than 12.
I don't know, that looks like he's still an 8 there. Judging a commentating spot, yes.
Yes.
So
what's
easy.
the proxy base over there that he's measuring? Oh, right. It's nothing.
Yeah.
And
He's trying to cheat. Oh, look at that.
so
Multiple proxies on the table.
So
What
he's
the
not charging with the Stormwall?
No.
He's
No.
shooting.
he's
I don't think
potting and
I
stuff.
don't think he has to, but it does mean that if he feats this turn, he's not going to get the double whammy of charging models that are turned around and getting 2 turns on the...
Yeah, I think this is a big misplay. Do not charge in.
Yeah, it seems
I-
better to charge in.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, either you shoot and you don't get retaliated on, or you charge and don't get retaliated on.
I think
and
the
I
big-
assume there's a bigger damage output if you charge.
I think the problem is the Firefly's actually in the way. Like, I think my... Oh, wait, first of all, yeah, Haley feated. Okay, so you didn't forget to feed. Good, important point, guys. Don't forget to feed with Haley. Because
But
no one
why-
will let you take that shit back.
Why didn't you
No
move
way.
up a bit?
If Haley forgets to feed, then
Yeah.
too bad
That's
for
it.
you.
GG, it's
if,
over.
If you play something else and you forget to feed, then yeah, he
Yeah.
won't get to do it.
I've probably never seen Hugo as happy as when I charged up Haley and then feated. And he said no. Failed charge
I
up
would-
Haley.
I would do the same thing.
Correct. The unfortunate problem is it makes you a better player because you learn not to forget your feet. Oh, here you go. 12.
Oh,
I don't think they've asked me any more Netrunner questions. If you have any more Netrunner questions, please contact me.
by Twitter.
Yes.
Have fun.
Yeah, by Twitter.
So we're seeing some new covering firewalls. I have
Why?
no idea. Is this?
Okay,
This
so
is.
why the cut? Yeah, I mean,
I have no idea what's happening. But
to be fair, that actually, you know what? Okay, so he's deciding not to put. He might have been proxying them down to just see if.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, now he's shooting.
Yeah, okay,
good.
so you basically worked out he didn't think he had any range to them. So, okay, so that guy is dead, so he gets a tough roll, which he fails. Yes, he fails.
Way. But he put out one of the side. I don't
I
know
think.
why.
Well, the thing is, right, he's shooting Kyle behind a wall, I guess.
Sure.
I will agree, right, you probably just take the
What
shots.
happened with the big cannons?
Probably they went. Oh, actually, yeah. Did he do them? The thing is, right, what is he facing? He must be facing like Behemoth or something.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I didn't
but-
see him. Oh, but yeah, it looks like Behemoth is like half dead on the iPad.
Yeah. Okay. So Behemoth lost its. If I'm looking at right, he's lost his like center 3 columns.
Yeah,
So that means he
something
lost
like
his subcortex,
Yeah.
which is a bit sad.
I don't agree with that. That's one of the acts that can't do anything on the feet turn, so I don't see
Agree.
why
Yeah.
you would.
So the funny thing is that I reckon what's actually going to happen is that Spriggan is going to get energized and kill the Firefly, and or maybe kill Thorn. I don't know. I don't
No,
think it's
it
in
can't
range
kill
there.
Thorn.
Thorn
But
is
you'll
far
get
away.
the Firefly at least, which
Yeah.
is more than you expect on feet turn.
That
Yes.
seems like a bad hit.
And then Irusk gets defeat, and maybe you can play around with the storm wall a bit.
No.
10 inches.
Oh, that's
Force
a
it
bad, that's
to
a
use
bad
some more
damage roll.
focus.
Okay, so I think what Olov has decided that he doesn't really like getting shot by a blessed magic weapon Jack Marshall behemoth, so
But
he's
it's
just
not doing anything anyway because it's feated on and turned around.
details.
So I think this is bad play from both players.
We are not judgmental here in the commentary booth.
Yes, we
He's
are.
also-
No, we're not.
He's also shooting with the Storm Striders at something that's not within 5 of the Firefly.
Oh shit, yeah. Huh.
The Behemoth died anyway.
Well, alright. Oops. So now we see the main thing we fucking hate about Haley these days, which is just like, okay, cool, you got a gunline caster who's about as good as, like, Sloane. On every
also
turn.
you get
Every
an extra
turn.
turn.
With, like, a feat that gives you an extra turn. Alright, so now he's
But
decided to play correctly.
Isn't like the bounces didn't
The bounces
the
will go the
bounces
wrong way,
didn't
yes.
do anything, so
They would have bounced to the Destroyer.
Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
think-
he didn't
I think
actually.
only bounced
then-
once with,
Yeah.
with both shots from.
Oh, interesting.
Spider.
Fair
so I
enough.
think if you I don't know if you rolled that. I didn't see him rolling it.
Yeah, so
but
I'm
maybe
rolling
we-
damage from one of them at least.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like he's shooting the Marauder.
I think so.
Okay, so Marauder's
2
caught.
bounces,
So,
nothing because there's only the Firefly within 4 of them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So yay, fun times, happy times.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, okay.
That's a Marauder dead.
And this is why the Firefly needs to go, because think about it, that's misplayed, and still that's 4 extra damage that didn't need to happen. But more importantly, like, that would have actually killed the Firefly, or at least crippled it.
But
It's easy for us to commentate here on a commentary booth, to be fair enough.
It's always easier from
Yes.
the sidelines.
And it's also like, you know, he could have just like, let's be honest, Chris could have just gone GG easy and just blown up both Firefly and who the fuck knows what, right?
I don't think it's GG easy anyway.
Well,
Still Haley.
important
But
thing
yes.
is that I actually pretty sure that the Khador player just scored a point up top there, because I can't see any model in the friendlies in...
the storm wall is up there.
is he
maybe
towed in there?
Stormwall's touching it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's towed up there. That's the only reason you would shoot. That's
Yeah.
because he can contest them.
Yeah, that's fair.
But nobody scored anything. So Haley
So,
didn't score
yeah.
anything on her feet turn, which is
Yes.
That's-
interesting.
No, it happens. Like, you don't...
Well-
like, you don't... Like, the thing is, right, is that the Stormwall is now going to get an activation. To be fair, Russ can counterfeat. I think what
Yeah.
might happen is... So, Firefly has to go. Like, come on. You've got the ability to kill something on feet turn. Like,
Yeah,
fucking take
yeah,
it.
yeah, yes.
The second is you might, at this point, have to consider... Okay, the... fucking Storm
There's
Striders.
no ore in his list, so
No, well...
probably Irusk is dead, whatever you say.
I don't think he's dead, but I don't think it matters. 'cause
I
the thing
don't
when do
think
is-
you go for him.
No, you
I don't
don't.
think you need to go for him. I
No.
mean, you have like an 80-90% assassination, but it's probably not worth it anyway.
Haley thing. Just
I don't
Haley
think
thing.
it's that good.
I don't think it's that good, no. But it's
It's a
prob-
19, so you need to roll an 11 with a reroll. That's
Well, it's also, if you put Irusk
You
in the
have- you
dead
have-
center of
you
the
have what?
Artifice, she can't...
You have 3
I-
chances to get a boosted 10.
no, it's an
With the
11.
reroll?
She's an 8.
Actually, if you put Irusk in the dead center of an
Isn't he
Artifice...
just 14 defense?
No, it's 15.
No, he's 15.
Okay,
15,
so
15.
11, but still, you have 3 chances on a boosted 11 with the reroll. So you have 4 chances to boosted 11.
Yeah, so that's not good enough.
No, but
No.
being Haley is probably not good enough, but it's still like 90%-ish.
It's also risk-free, by the way.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it depends on what you mean by risk-free. I mean, you probably kill 1 heavy less, but it doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
what a shame. So, one of the issues with the Destroyer Jack Marshall build is that fueling it is a bit of a bitch. Although, to be fair, if that Destroyer gets to that Behemoth, the Storm Wall, it'd be pretty funny, actually, how much damage it will do.
I think you need to kill the Marauder now, because that's clearly the most damage output against
Okay, so realistically,
all this army.
the Spriggan's got a big problem in that the Spriggan can't effectively contribute. Well, okay, the Spriggan's the easiest to kill, because if you TK it, it loses 2 armor, so it goes to
Yeah.
19. That's really, really bad. I hope he's actually filled his jacks, by the way.
If you didn't,
What?
give the Spriggan focus, then
It
Yeah,
doesn't
I mean,
look like he's used
he
any
might have-
focus at all.
yeah, he might have actually decided to go with... I mean, he's got the power boosts in range. I think that they're outside of Haley's feet, which is why he's probably going to power boost the Marauder and use that instead. And if he's fucked up on...
But is the Marauder within 3 of the Firefly, really?
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it.
It's-
It's hard to judge from this,
Yeah.
this angle.
I reckon one of the... Well,
I mean, the Spriggan is clearly within 4, but I don't think the Marauder's in 3.
correct.
And yeah, it can get shield as well, so it's clearly within 3 for the shield.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably is.
To be fair, if you energize, you actually just get both jacks in on and you just pound the fuck out. So if you're in the dead center of an Artifice, can you get TK'd out of it?
Yes.
Okay. Pity.
It's
Because
a
the base
5,
is
right?
bigger than 1 inch.
5, yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically 1 inch. Damn it. Yeah, so that's
But wait, no. Half a base is bigger than half an inch. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of the conclusion of a big
Yeah.
base bigger than 1 inch.
yeah. We are smart in this.
So now they're asking what L5R is, and I have no idea.
Legend of the Five Rings. A game
Okay.
about Banzai.
Okay, and you're gonna play what? The Wombat faction?
I used to play Unicorn Clan.
It's
There we
Unicorn
go.
Clan. Okay, yeah. They have a lot of range in that power-up thing.
Yeah, it's 7 inches. It's actually
I'm
pretty
not sure
big.
how they play the
Oh,
house.
right, I think they're playing the houses in, like, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
all
base.
the
It's
house, yeah.
Okay, right, that makes more sense then,
Yeah.
because I was like, how the fuck do you see the Spriggan?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So the Unicorn Clan.
Well, it's the Moto Chagatai clan, although apparently they've changed a whole bunch of it. I'm really not that interested in...
They re-released it.
They're
recently.
about to, like,
On
when...
Gen Con?
Gen Con, they're
Yeah.
going to do it, yeah. I'll put it this way, like, they bought it off AEG, and then they completely changed the game for, I think, a couple of reasons, more than
Is
likely.
it Fantasy Flight? It's
Fantasy Flight, yeah.
So it's a collectible card game?
Nah,
thing?
I think they're going to living card game.
Living card game.
Yeah, it's supposed to collectible. The main thing with L5R is like they've gone with a system where like you buy what was it? When you buy a dude, they actually stay in play for a number of turns equal to what you paid for them. So they're very temporary.
But isn't this so? Fantasy Flight releases the game, so it gets popular, and then you cannot get stuff because Fantasy Flight never produces enough shit, and then it dies because people cannot get into it.
Oh, what is this? Yes.
I mean, I've never seen this happen, but I might have tried to play both Netrunner and Star Wars Destiny, and never managed to play it because there are no cards.
Netrunner has cards. Star Wars, although now that I think about
For
it,
the like first 6 months I played it, you couldn't get the cards that were good because
oh
they were
yes,
sold out.
you
so-
couldn't get the Howard. Okay,
Yeah.
so here we go. The Spriggan's going in, and I think the Marauder cannot get in. Yeah, the Marauder can't get in. Oops. I hope that Spriggan has enough juice.
Yeah.
I'm.
So
But the Marauder doesn't have anything left, right? He
Oh, yeah.
lost
Oh,
all
that's
his-
right. He's lost Cortex. Okay,
yeah.
so maybe that one focus on him is actually on the.
Oh, I
Spriggan.
think he lost both arms.
Oh well, that's also bad.
Yeah, but anyway, so he has 3 focus on the Spriggan from power up and 2. No, he only used 1.
Well, he used 1 power up, so maybe he allocated it 1. Who knows?
He's camping like 3, it looks.
Yeah.
So should be good.
So upkeep Artifice.
Okay, Artifice, you got 2, so
And then
looks like he's dropped 5 for effect. So yeah, I think he fueled. I'm gonna assume he fueled it by 1, or maybe he's just gonna go like YOLO.
YOLO.
because defense 13 is actually because Spriggan is only mat 6.
It's
or
mat
is it
6.
7?
Yes, it's mat 6.
It's pretty sad. Did he put the destroyer in the zone or in the artifice?
He put it in both. I think what happened is he recast Artifice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, then I have no idea what the focus light at is, because he might
Yeah,
have...
so that seems like a Fire 4 effect, so I have no idea what he did with his focus.
Okay, so he looks like he upkept Solid Guy, he upkept Fire for Effect.
Why would he upkeep solid ground?
There's no reason, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there kind of
if
is.
if you tough, but
Yes.
yeah, I don't think he upkept it actually.
No, he did, it's right next to his caster.
Okay, so upkeep.
Is
And
it
it
that
Artifice costs 2,
Artifice costs 2.
and then 2 for the.
Ah,
energizer.
there are models there. Are they
one-
Cossites? Oh my god, they're Cossites!
No, that's sisters.
Eliminators.
It's eliminators.
Alright.
So we should camp 1 if he did cast
I think, yeah.
Artifice and Energizer and upkeep as well.
Is the token by him not a feat
Or-
token, maybe?
No, that's not a feat token. I
Okay.
don't think so.
So we didn't feed. Are we saying he didn't feed?
We're saying that, but we're unsure.
Why?
Well, I don't
What
think
is he keeping it for?
I don't think the feat matters that much this game. The Rosk's feat is way worse than was a
Yeah,
Mark.
but I mean, it limits the Stormwall bait at least.
I guess the Stormwall can now charge a Rosk.
Yes.
And you still
course
might.
it can.
He still might not
So
go
now
for
it's like 95% and probably still not worth it.
It's 100% assassination, and we're not going for it.
I mean,
Just
it's never 100. Or yeah, it can be.
Yeah,
Yes,
it can be,
yes.
actually.
When anyone charges Sorceress 2's Colossal and doesn't kill it in Mark 2. That was the 100% assassination.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you roll double ones, she dies. Yeah, but yeah, if you don't get 100%, there's no need.
No need.
Because the behemoth is dead, so I would imagine that it's very, very unlikely that Haley would die from anything.
Oh, he's tying up Thorn. This will be so great.
Oh yeah, sure. Guys, you want to take a selfie or some shit? Wait. Try it again.
So yeah, Thorn can probably disrupt 3 heavies if he wants to.
Yes.
It's reasonable. And kill the cortex of one of them.
No, I don't think you can.
Of course you can.
It doesn't do anything to disrupt Jax here.
No, you don't need to, but you could if you want.
I think it's better to just take.
So
the
realistically,
cortex.
the disruptor actually doesn't matter so much because it's got double force.
Yeah, so you go with the shield and just take out the cortexes
Yeah.
of 2 Jax, and
Yes.
that's enough. So yeah, we're seeing a Stormwall slowly roll the table here. It's so much fun to watch Cygnar play.
Well, I mean,
Striders are also doing pretty good.
This comes in the issue with basically playing against Haley, which is a very much like you can't beat Haley at Theory Machine. She just wins. Like she just pulls some bullshit and she just wins. Also, I like that the
Yes.
spring is hitting every attack. This is very good Stein. Okay. Wait, is he
And now
boosting
he's
damage?
boosting damage because he's scared of rolling the
Missing.
hit again.
Okay, good. Right.
So, does it kill it?
I don't think so.
I think he does almost kill it.
Oh.
I mean, he needs 1 box to put like 8 extra damage into the Jax.
I don't know what you're
Plus
saying.
what?
1 extra hit. Or-
No. If he survives with 1 box, then
Yeah,
it's
he's
at
still
least
iron.
8 extra damage from
Yes.
him
Oh,
just
yeah.
being there.
But when we looked, it looked like he didn't lose movement on the axe, so there's
God,
no.
that's the worst.
But yeah, so now we're gonna see Stormstriders shooting the stone wall a couple of times, I think, so it can actually go somewhere. And that's good.
Hard
That's
stuff being Cygnar.
that's
But yeah, it's actually a good thing. Then there are less power 17s hitting your heavies in the face.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I don't think the Firefly is
But
as
it's just-
important
oh, yeah,
now
you
as
can-
it was last turn.
Correct.
But yeah,
can't
does
help
he
but-
even need to shoot the Stormwall to kill the Chaos? Like Thorn points one in the face and then gets out of there because Thorn.
So the main issue with the Kayazi is covering fire from the fucking strong wall. Because, let's be honest, right? The Stormwall's actual side guns are kind of shit. So you've got no real distance. You're not disincentivized to use covering fire because it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
What do you get? D3 power 10s? Fuck that shit. Might as well put in like the, okay, I at least get to tell the dickhead to fuck off.
Yeah, the Chaos are never getting to me.
Yeah.
Because
Yay!
with the... What's it
He
called? The
survived
damage-
the feat
the
turn.
damage spell.
Yeah, Battle Lust.
Battle Lust.
Value Lust.
With Battle Lust, it's pretty good if they get in there.
Yeah.
Not gonna let that happen.
Are there any more dumb questions from the chat? Like,
No, the chat went away. I don't know.
Fantastic.
Maybe my computer's, my phone stopped taking chat, or maybe.
There's Twitch on Windows Phone.
Yes, there is. Stop being so confused that my phone does phone stuff.
How do I access the Iron Moot Twitch?
There's no Iron Moose Twitch.
Okay, it's just a stream, right?
This is the
War Room PL,
War
but
Room PL.
oh, this is very not centered. So let's move the thing around it instead. That's good. This is how we do stuff.
Turbine is trying to fix the interface. I'm not sure if he's very successful at it.
Live,
He tries.
live debugging in action.
It's awesome. Don't you see how much centered it is now? Totally awesome.
I'm pretty
best
sure
at
you
this.
just covered up like another eliminator back there.
Did I?
Yeah, I don't think you did.
But okay, so it's Haley's turn now, so what do we expect to happen? The Marauder and the Spriggan dies?
So the Marauder's on fuck all, so it's probably dead. Like, yeah, I think the turn focus is basically...
I think all 3 yaks die.
no, because... Okay, so probably, as predicted, he fixes the thing. So the question actually is what he does about the Devastator, because he can probably... Like, the Devastator's right next to Haley, right? So I think that's a Dominate going out.
Yeah, looks
If-
like it.
Yeah, so he's just going to walk closer and go punch one of his own Kayazi in the face, or try to. And this is the disappointing part when, oh, look at that, he hits the Kayazi. I fucking hate it when that happens, by the way, it's the worst. Like, it's the injury part, the insult to injury, it's fucking annoying.
But yeah, okay.
So now he kills the Devastator and the Marauder then?
I think he goes, like...
I think he gets...
Priorities are Devastator, Spriggan, because the Marauder's already fucked, it doesn't actually matter whether you kill it or not.
It has no arms.
Yeah.
You sure
Yeah.
about that?
I'm not sure, but it
No,
looked like
I think it
didn't
has-
have any arms.
Yeah.
Because Cortex on the single arm, and it's actually pretty dangerous for the Storm.
Yeah.
No, but the Stormwall is like walking up into the... killing the Clamyak, right?
Yeah, that's what I assume is happening.
So he's
if he
walking
waits,
away
If
from
he
it.
waits to dominate, he needs to kill it. So.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he's walking away from it, and then... there's gonna be a thorn in the way and stuff. Like, if he still has Cortex, then...
But I mean, it's
Okay,
it's
he's
super
not
dangerous.
walking away from it.
It's super dangerous for all 3 models that matters in his army. The Marauder is pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, this is interesting. I'm
Why is
gonna...
he turning the back to stuff?
Because it's a Stormwall, it has to face what it kills.
Yeah, it does. It actually does.
An opened up Clamjack.
Oh, look, if he fucks up against this, it's pretty bad. So the funny thing is, I wonder if that's within 8 inches of that destroyer, because then he's going to find out whether that destroyer with blessed magic weapons is going to, like, do some damage to that storm wall. Because that would be...
I think it is. I think he
Oh,
failed
and the other
that.
thing, too, is that I'm pretty sure, like, this is where... Ooh, that's a hit.
Yeah.
That's the part where basically the Kayazi... Like, the Kayazi now can get in, so... Is this going to be a huge-ass misplay?
What?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he
Did
shoots.
he just
if
boost
shoots,
that?
If he shoots.
Oh, right.
Oh,
this
it's
was
the
the POW
underboot.
10 on the
Oh,
underpass.
which is good. You need that guy actually dead, because if he uses his mini feat, that's pretty funny, because the Stormwall has just presented his ass to at least 4 Kayazi.
Yeah.
If the Storm tries to shoot the Stormwall right now, does it bounce to the mechanics or to the Kayase?
I believe it bounces to the mechanics. Well, what will happen is it's going to bounce to... It's gonna kill all the, like, at least 2 Kayazi and then start bouncing the mechanics, so he's probably gonna stop at that point.
Hugo doesn't want to watch Haley2 turn Khador Yaks into mush, so we need to talk more the 5 rings.
Okay, sure.
But we have no idea what that is.
I don't know.
None of us.
None of us. Okay.
Even
good.
me, I really don't.
We're like, it's a card game with samurai things. It's
Samurais.
probably re-releasing
It's
soon.
samurais and shigenjas and
you cannot get
banzais.
cards because it's fancy flight.
Yes.
And that's all we know.
And now he's killing all the Kiasis with the Electroleaps on the fists.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
so
that's
stupid.
okay.
I hate
Yeah.
this thing.
Doesn't it bounce to the...
No,
I think it
like,
bounces to the objective first.
No. There's Kayasi closer than the objective. There's a Kayasi between the Devastator and the objective.
Yeah. Oh no, it
No,
is
that's
actually...
a pod, right?
Yeah, it's a pod.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, there we go.
So we kill like 2 or 3 Kayasi
I think he killed 2.
with the Electroleaps and then 2 with the pod.
Yeah.
So we killed 4 Kayasi and the Devastator with the
Yeah.
Stormwall.
He's got a promoter guy. Yeah, cool, he promotes that guy. So, the funny thing is, this isn't super... Okay, basically, if that destroyer is in range and he's fucked up on that, that's very
Does
interesting.
it have Pathfinder?
No, but Irusk hasn't feeded yet. Which
Oh.
will mean it does have
Of
Pathfinder.
course, yes.
So, presumably, this might be where, like, the traditional Haley play of just, like, go for the 90... Ignore the 95% to kill, it will come back to bite.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So now we're just gonna
Striders.
see him shoot the...
Stomping the...
Is he stomping his own objective?
No, the Eliminator, I think.
No, I think he's stomping his objective in order to...
Yeah.
Yeah, kill the Eliminator. By the way, that thing charging and then shooting is really fucking dumb. Please, PP, please fix.
PP, please fix the Storm Strider.
Strong
But I'm
Strider.
mainly like, okay, if it punches once, but then it says fucking D3 leaps and melee.
Yeah, it's got D3, yes.
Oh, he's doing it. It has 1 box left.
Ooh, interesting.
And he's boosting the damage because that's fair and balanced.
Wait, can you do... You can't do that on the...
No, he's boosting a shot. He's boosting a shot.
right, so he just shot one
Sorry.
of them. Okay, fair enough. Haley graciously conceding points to the Khador player.
No, but I think he cleared the zone now.
So the funny thing with the Storm Strider is it's a better tank than a lot of the tank models in the game, so good luck with that. To be fair, right, the way you actually counter this list is you play Osram, and then you just fucking laugh all day, because it's fucking Osram. And if you don't have
No,
Osram...
you don't.
laugh all day.
You
Yes,
don't.
you do.
You hope you crit, and if you crit, it's...
Well, you're pretty
Okay.
good. That's okay, because just be a good player and crit all day, and you're fine.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it doesn't matter, because you know how much damage those siege breakers, those like fucking siege crawlers do to hit huge bases? They'll just kill it through Arcane Shield. It will happen.
No,
Yes.
not before
Yes.
the crawler dies.
No. It's 40 boxes.
Yes.
And it's armor 23. It won't die. It also can't be hit with Cortex
It's
damage.
only armor 23 for 1 turn.
Yeah, the turn that matters. Like,
Now-
whenever Osram feeds, it's a really bad turn for Haley.
That is true. But it's not like Haley feed is fun for other people.
Yeah, so it's a degenerate off. Congratulations. But the thing is, right, is that if if Haley's shit gets critted on, it's really, really bad.
Oh, it's about 12 to Thorn. It's about 12 to Thorn. I love when Thorn dies from Electro stuff.
Like, that's gonna happen. Alright, well, Thorn actually does take some
That
damage.
happened when I did something. I don't remember what I did. I was shooting Orin at something. And then it was like, oh, there's a Firefly next by. Is it friendly? No.
No.
It just boosts all, or it's
All
damage on
electric
It's
damage.
not racist.
So, yeah. Orin at power 12
So-
ounces is pretty good.
When you have like your own Firefly and the opponent wants to kill Thorn, that's really bad to put the Firefly inside of 5.
Haley is already gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So he can't just BMTK that destroyer away from him. So this might actually work out. I
Yeah,
don't.
he might kill the Stormwall now.
Well, he'll.
Or is Thorn gonna fuck up the Cortex? So that-
That would be.
No, that's the shield. It's
That's
the
way.
shield that's-
Yeah, that's way
Yeah,
too
but
out.
Can he charge?
I don't. Ooh, I think he's only got 1 box is the problem. So.
So he
As
can't-
in, like, sorry, 1 focus, not
Yeah, okay.
box.
Yeah.
So
I think he's
can't
just going to
do
go
it.
for a jam. So realistically, as a Rusk at this point, you got a serious. Oh, I think he's going to the Spriggan instead. So
So he's disrupting,
He's disrupting
Yaks.
both of them probably.
okay, this could be a mistake because one of them is Jack Marshall. And he does have 2 forces.
Yeah, but he's disrupting the Spriggan just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
It's 1 focus less on the destroyer if he wants
Well,
to use it.
I think the Spriggan at that point doesn't matter. Like the Spriggan's job
Why
is
is it 1 less?
Because you can't power up to remove.
yeah.
Okay, so it adds and then removes disruption. Because that's the order it sets it in, or something like that.
Yeah.
So you can't. One needs to remove disruption, and the other one powers up.
No. You remove disruption and then add a focus. So
So the destroyer gets everything anyway.
yeah, we're talking. If I think it's okay to disrupt the
So
Spriggan.
the actual issue here for Chris is that if I'm not mistaken, that Thorn has moved into free strike range.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a real big problem because if he free strikes the destroyer on the way to the storm wall,
Yeah.
that destroyer is losing all its focus again. Okay, if
Just kill Thorn. He's easy to kill, I've heard.
there's 2 ways we can do this. One is, I think what you do is you battle lost the Kayazi, and they actually just walk behind the storm wall and kill the fuck out of it. Sorry, not the storm, the Thorn, and kill the fuck out of it, and then you kill.
What does he get? Like 3 chaos into the back?
He gets at least 3.
Does that kill Thorn?
Well, it's
If he misses 1, he's fucked.
I
Yeah.
think you.
well, you're mat 10, right? You're missing anything but double ones, right? You can battle lost them
Why
and
are
go
they
for
mat 10?
because they're mat 8 base. The mat 6 go to 8 for gaming, and go to 10 because they're in the back arc.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Option 2, you actually have the destroyer kill Thorn, and you give it strike true to make sure it fucking does it. Because otherwise it will be very bad when you miss. But power mat 9 is fine, and then you have the Kayazi with battle loss charge. So the problem with this is the fucking mechanics behind it. Because none of the damage you do, unless you one round the storm wall, matters.
That is true.
Storm might be damaged a bit already.
No, come on. After 2 repair rounds, it's
I mean-
gonna be full.
It's also, I don't know if Arcane Shield's still on that thing. It might just be the tokens hidden, but I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't
The
have
token is on his base
it. Okay, too easy.
because Stormwall has room to put tokens on his base.
Yep.
So yeah,
But there is 1 point for a Cygnar player now, probably.
I would guess 2.
No, there's only 1.
No,
It'd be
right,
the one
the
on the bottom.
objective up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 1 point. Yay!
Yep.
Cygnar.
Whatever, it's Cygnar. Good old gear check faction.
I miss
I
my
feel like-
Mark II answers to Cygnar.
I feel like we're back to Moot 2. It's like Crix and Cygnar. Way to go.
Yeah,
Whatever,
so
as
in
well-
the Invitational we have 4 Cygnar, 2 Crix, 1 Khador player, and
Yay, go me.
1 Legion player.
By the way, guys, I decided the reason I got in was because I went into the Champions. In part because I spent a shit ton of time before I got here painting models. I'm like, fuck it, I've spent all this time painting. I'm just gonna fucking play this dumb list. Right. And second, there's no Ghost Fleet, and there's no Haley2. Good
Then
times.
Khador is a very good faction actually.
Yeah, the Khador ADR is very, very generous. I ran Irusk2, and I ran Zakova 1, and I ran Zakova 1 in Winterguard Command with the
Cock should do.
Oh, like, I played it in the finals. It is so much work.
The tap does a lot.
If there's one thing Zakova is good for, it is at least telling the Tep to fuck off, right?
It's-
And even then, it still doesn't work half the time, because it's like, okay, cool, I'll move back 5, and then shoot 10. You're like,
I don't wanna.
what
yeah.
NBN Corp do I love the most? Personally, I'm a good old fan of the old school CTM, Cancer, the controlling the message. That deck was turbo cancer. And let's be honest, if you're playing NBN, you want to acknowledge that you are the netrunner bad guy and live it up a bit. These days, though, Sync is better. It's just how it worked out. That deck has not been nerfed at all. It's really just rock solid. I fucking keep dying to it as well, just get blown up. Oh, and what turn is it? I think it's top of 3.
Top of 4,
Top of 4.
and it's 1-0 for Cygnar.
It is either 1-0 or I concede to you.
So Spriggan walks into Thorn's back. He's already disrupted, so you might as well take the free strike and hit the back.
You don't want it randomly dying, is the only issue. But yeah, I can see that working. So realistically, you want to clear Thorn. So I need him to go put down a measuring stick and figure out if that destroyer is in range of the storm wall. Again, if it is, that's a big deal.
The
'Cause-
zone is 12. A Stormwall space is 5. Of course he's...
Yeah,
inside of-
but he also needs to figure out where he can fit that thing, which is important. Because you don't want to have the cards you go in and kill Thorn or whatever, and the Spriggan do it as well, and then be like, oh, whoops, I'm now fucked.
But yes, it's gonna be in.
Yeah.
Fire for effect is just the first shot, so it's not gonna be upkept, and then...
I would imagine not. Like, realistically speaking, this is the issue with, like, if you play against Haley, you need to know what you're doing. And you need to have a very concrete answer for it. I think the main issue, personally with Khador, the main issue I have is the best model I've actually found versus Haley a lot of the time, at least used to be, was like Shock Troopers. It was just like right kind of fucking annoying for her to deal with. This was before the Hurricane changed a bunch of the things, but it was still a very good model. And you can't put Shock Troopers in a theme. And then you also have to counter Haley while keeping in mind the rest of the game, and then they randomly have like shit like, oh, I don't know, Kane 3 just as throw a bit of spice in the mix.
Sloan.
Butcher used to be my go-to, Butcher and Winterguard command, but I think if I were to play that, you need like Kodiaks. Because the main problem is basically Butcher's threat range is identical to a Hurricane's or a Stormwall's. The Hurricane is much worse than the Stormwall, by the way, for record.
Worse in...
Worse for
not as
Butcher.
good or
No,
the same?
worse for Butcher, much worse. Because the thing with the Hurricane is the Hurricane doesn't need to commit to kill. Like, if the Stormwall goes and punches a heavy, Butcher's like, okay, dude, and fucks it up. Like, in that matchup, you basically have Silence of Death upkept on Butcher, and so, like, we know how this is going to end.
This is gonna be a dance.
Yes. Now, the Hurricane is just like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna, like, kite Ruin all day. It was one of those, like, one of the games I played in the Australian OTC, one of the mistakes I made, and it's a quote mistake, was we both were like, at the time, like, oh, this is a fucking retarded idea, why would you do it? But it was like, I didn't have Ruin full commit to kill a Firefly. That was my mistake. I didn't throw away my 17-point heavy to kill an 8-point piece of shit. Because what then happened was said Firefly walks up and double taps and kills a bunch of Winterguard, and then the Hurricane just wrecks everything, and then the feat comes down. I'm like, I probably should have gotten some use out of Ruin before he tragically dies.
Sounds like it wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Whoops.
So we will not punch Thorn in the back.
It doesn't seem like he's taking the free strike, so he's trying to kill the Firefly. That's
think so.
too late.
Yeah.
Way too late now.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to kill it, but
Yeah.
he needs to get the storm wall.
So realistically speaking, as there's the feat goes down. I'm not curious where the focus has gone actually.
Is there anything?
Oh right, that was an energized move. That wasn't
Oh,
I wonder if that's 5 for effect still on that thing.
So he's not going for the storm wall with the destroyer because he's powering up the Spriggan.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I agree with that. Oh, I think he battle losted the Kayazi, so let's just go for the okay. We'll just battle lost and charge, which is I'm not like this is such a write off right now. I don't know.
Okay, the destroyer got 1, and the Spriggan got 1.
Yeah.
it's not enough. Either case, it's not enough.
Yeah. The main issue we've got here is that you've got a very good shooting package tied with a lot of control effects and probably one of the best feats in the game still. Like, doesn't matter what they do to it, it's just going to be the way it
And
is.
it also has melee punch if needed. It's not like, oh, it's a shooter list, I will jam it, then the storm
Yeah.
wall actually punches
So
in the
the
face.
funny
It needs the Negra 2 treatment.
yeah,
The
maybe.
Mad Dog treatment.
Possibly the Mad Dog treatment. Come into
random will
we have a
come
wild
into
will
the-
appear.
You guys are literally in a closet.
Yes. It's 3, now 4 men in a closet. Everyone welcome Will.
Hello!
Will, can you
Will,
explain
soon
how
have
fair
a
and balanced this game is?
It's very fair and very balanced.
It's like an inclined plane right now.
What are
we talking about?
We're watching Haley2 playing.
Watching Haley2 playing into Irusk2, killing
Oh, excellent.
everything slowly, just waiting out and killing everything.
I don't know about slowly. There's nothing slowly about this.
Well, he could have gone a lot faster.
True.
Like,
We
he
were-
could have charged in with the storm wall and done stuff.
We were shitbagging Haley2 for making this game last longer than it needed to.
Carry on, gents. Carry on. Carry on.
Hey, well, we'll get you back if we get another game to commentate, especially if we've got a Grimkin game. Because
Definitely.
Swedes don't know anything about Grimkin, and all I know is what I hate about it.
I know a lot about Grimkin.
Sure.
I had a lot of fun last night trying to talk to Bedding and Rap about Grimkin.
I should have been there on that
Have
commentary
you
for
guys
that.
seen Holm?
Oh, yeah, of course.
But
Wait,
people
we
on
were
the
there
stream,
when
people
he
on the
was-
stream need to see Holm.
What?
Babyface Holm.
Oh, yes. I've still got the video. I need to upload
I
that.
barely
So-
recognized him this morning. I was like, there is somebody who looks kind of familiar, but I can't really place him.
He looks a lot like his father when he's clean shaved.
I've never seen.
You've seen this one as well. It's the
Oh,
UK's
yes.
yes.
I heard rumors that Yuki is wearing this mustache to some kind of concert.
Yes, per Gessle. He has the biggest fan competition. For
So, this, for record, this was a shave bet, which was basically a way of convincing Will to go to Iron Moot, because apparently if he didn't go to Iron Moot, he would have gotten shaved. So, there is one...
Yes.
What this actually was the world's longest con for UK rap to get a moustache. It took a year worth of hard work, but he did it.
Not the traditional way though.
And now he's killing Thorn with.
It's probably faster than Yuki trying to grow a mustache actually.
True. I mean, you're talking to me with regards to a shave bet. I don't know. He's killing with the Destroyer. My gut
And
feel...
he's boosting damage on Thorn.
So he's killing Thor now, but it's also
Rolling,
too late.
the rolling a 5 and swearing
Did
over
the Chaos
dice.
go?
And you lose.
Kazi went, yeah.
Did they do something?
They killed
killed the
Firefly,
Firefly.
and they put some damage on Stormwall.
There's one on Thorn,
Yep,
and like 2 on the Stormwall and 2 on the first.
think so.
So Firefly and Thorn might go down.
I don't know about Thorn going down. It seems unlikely given that kind of grabby rolling. The main issue with this list against Cygnar is the lack of repair, I think. I mean, there's other issues like the lack of, I like the concept of the Destroyers and the Martial Behemoth, but I think what you need is you need to hide them behind that building and just shell people.
Still don't see why you play this with Irusk. Coming back to that.
That gun line is actually quite strong, but
But is Fire for Effect better than Signs Important?
yeah, usually. Okay, put it this way, right? It's a different... Okay, you're talking... Here's what actually happens when you cast Signs of Importance. You cast Signs of Importance, and then you throw your face into them really fucking hard, and if you break through, you win. And if you don't break through, well, you spent 4 focus, and your caster can't do fucking anything else, then you get killed. The main...
Is it Irusk doing the same thing, but that he has
You can upkeep
worse
that.
stats?
Yes, slightly worse than the actual main issue with Vlad, realistically speaking, is that the list he works best with is
Oh,
flimsy.
Thorn is dead! Thorn is dead! Everyone celebrate! Thorn is dead!
Thorn, you died too young. Like, wait, you should have died a turn earlier.
Yeah. It's
So, okay, now we're seeing. So, Storm Striders are gonna shoot and they're gonna kill all the Chaosies and.
the
take out,
Spriggan
like-
and the Destroyer.
Yes. I don't think they take out the
Alright,
Destroyer.
what Netrunner deck would I use to beat Haley2? So Haley2 is probably the runner in this case. Okay. I would
very
play
corporate.
HP... Ooh, that's a good point. Okay, would you say she's a corp or a runner? Because I can gauge which corp she'd be. Because I can tell you which...
No, she's clearly a corp.
Okay, so she's a corp. So, realistically speaking, would you say she's more like a bore machine kind of person?
Bore machine.
As in, like, she'll just win by
Boring,
boring
yes,
you to death?
yes.
Okay, so she's clearly HB... Oh, I know what she is. She's CI7. She's basically a combo deck which aims to draw your entire deck into your hand, and then win in 1 turn, or 2 turns, or 5 turns. It is also the most degenerate deck. They've tried nerfing it, like, 5 times, and every time, like, the dark side, it just comes back stronger and more twisted and evil. So,
like Haley2.
how would I beat CI7? I'd actually play that wizard deck I just mentioned, which was designed to beat it. What you do is you basically just, like, try and steal all its money, which I don't know what the War Machine equivalent of that would be.
Do we have someone
Shoot
that
it,
can
shoot.
steal focus?
Yes.
Anyone?
Anyone. Done.
That's not happening anymore in Mark 3, right?
Oh,
No, it
that's
doesn't.
So bad.
Shit.
That was Mark II thing.
So realistically, what deck would I use to beat Haley 1 would be Siphon Wizard or some weird Shaper Lock, I guess, is the actual answer.
What's shooting what now?
He's shooting.
Oh yeah, I have come to the conclusion that Vlad 1 is literally hot garbage, thanks Tort. Thanks for staying up to tell me that shit. I really fucking hate Vlad 1, in case you haven't figured out.
But then play Butcher 1?
No, I don't play
Better
Butcher.
Than Irusk?
You really just on this idea of just trying to find better things than Irusk.
I think all casters in Khador are better than Irusk2.
No, fuck that.
I wouldn't go that far.
I
but
wouldn't
with
go
this-
that. I would definitely not go that
With
far.
this list, I could make an argument for it. But in general, I think Irusk is good, but I just don't see a reason to not.
So I think
with him.
I'll put it this way: I think this list has a decent concept. Like the actual like the concept of Behemoth, Destroyer, and Jack X is actually quite good. Like I've tried it; it works to about 50 points, and then you can fit in the double Kayazi and the shit.
I don't blame the Jack package. I just blame the caster.
Well, I think
Because I can see
Okay, and
this
there's
thing with
Squire
everything.
is Brigand gone. So
whoops.
and he didn't kill that last guy because it toughed twice.
Yep,
Yay!
good old tough to win. The main thing is, right, is that you kind of, like, if he runs double Kayazi backed up with 3 quality heavies with decent shooting, the thing is, the problem you have with this list is Behemoth is not on Irusk, so you lose power up and you lose Energizer. What you get instead is you get the ability to do the Blessed and Magimate weapons. With a Destroyer, I think that's worth, because if you've got 2 Jack Marshals, it can be a semi-relevant combat check. As we said, like, if it gets to the Storm Wall, it actually does a fair bit chunk of damage. And with Crush, it's now power 19, which solves its issue with just being pillar-fisted as fuck. Like, in Karchev, I actually run a Destroyer with a Jack Marshal, because it's actually more efficient than running Karchev himself. The problem is, like, if you have Behemoth, you want Energizer to deliver that fucker, because the other thing Behemoth does is rocket punch people.
Now we're seeing.
I hope they fix Tough and E-Leaps. Tough shouldn't work on E-Leaps at all. You're right, because E-Leaps are not, you know...
Elite need to get a bit better, I think.
E-Leaps, well, look, first of all, we nerfed E-Leaps, we got them out of the game, so clearly they need a little bit of love.
We got them out of the game?
Well, yeah, and Cygnar no longer has Electro Leap apart from on the Storm Strider. Sorry, Storm Wall. Ignore the Storm Strider, please. It's got Lightning Generator. That's not Electro Leap. Different rule. It's fine.
It's the same rule, but so much worse.
Yeah. E-Leaps are underpowered. They're D3 worse than Storm, like, what would you call it? Lightning Generator.
I don't want to live in this world anymore.
Oh, please. This game always has had cancer, and you're looking at Netrunner... Well, not Netrunner cancer, I know what that looks like. One of the main issues now is that because Irusk has popped his feet, that Storm Wall is completely safer than that Destroyer, and at this point I think it's...
What did he feed for?
I think he changed gears, would be my guess, halfway through the turn.
So he feeded for something that he didn't do.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he
think...
defeated to try and kill the Stormwall, I think, and then couldn't get Thorn.
Yep.
And now he's
And now-
using his.
So now the support's getting cleaned up, and... Yeah. It might be all she wrote.
It was all she wrote, like when they deployed.
Yes. So as I said, CI7. You show up and the HB player looks at you and it's just like, oh, you poor person. What do you think this is? We're going to play a game? No. And then puts his foot on your face forever. Okay, I better actually tweet that. CI... Well, the fact that Haley is basically
Have fun.
CI7. Which I can't believe I haven't thought about before, because that's basically what she is.
Oh, the Stormwall actually was still damaged. So that first turn of shooting must have done something.
Oh, the first...
He was charged by Tukiasi.
Oh, right, of course, right.
So now he's not anymore.
I hate this list so much because it can fit in the mechanics in a good way.
Yes. Well, the mechanics are pretty relevant as well.
And they can actually score zone, which is...
Another thing too is,
relevant.
if you kill the crew chief, then all the rest of the dickheads of armor or defense 14, and that's really not what you want in a fucking mechanic unit. You really don't want them to be def 14 when you're trying to peel them out of the goddamn zone.
Nope.
Is you can have one mechanic toe
This
like
list
the
is
corner.
actually good in the scenarios with double circles. It's really
Yes.
good because the mechanics can score
Well,
the other circle.
Haley can be on one thing, but the mechanics just follow around the Colossal. The Colossal's a great focal point to basically troll a zone.
I mean, depends on what the other list is. They can either just hang out behind the Colossal to repair, and if that's not needed, I mean, if the opponent doesn't have enough shooting to do anything, then they can start scoring.
Yes.
And also depending on scenario, of course.
So
Maybe
now
I
he's
think-
gonna one-shot Haley.
I think
What
pretty
do you
Rusk is
think?
good. Well, I think it's going to be the... Is that Arcane Shield on that guy, on Haley?
Arcane Shield on Haley behind the wall.
You know,
I think
actually, this might... Look, to be honest,
it's probably the best
go...
chance,
Yeah.
but it's probably is it 0% or is it a bit better?
No, it's better than that. Like, first of all, it basically comes down to if that fire for affected behemoth, which aims and Jack Marshals, hits the shot.
Does it
But
reach
it's
her
not.
from there? I don't think
It
can.
doesn't
think he
have
j-
Yak Marshall anymore. He killed the Yak Marshall for the.
Oh,
Okay, well then...
He killed the one that's.
What
the Yak
about the
Marshall.
other... No, the other guy goes up and Jack uses his action, because he doesn't need to power boost that Jack, right?
why
Nope.
not?
Well, because it already has fire for
Oh, fire
effect.
Okay.
Or
So-
he's dropping
But is it-
fire for effect.
But is it on aim range?
Well, I don't know then.
Is it
I don't know
on
if he's
aim
dropping
range?
fire for effect. If he's in aim range, he'll just walk up and do the
And
plus
can
2.
he even see it around the storm wall?
Yeah, he's got
Does he
arcane
hurt?
fire.
Oh yeah. I
So,
know stuff.
But there's no way that's 14.
No, it looks way too far.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be an advance, a gunshot. No, it's advance, an energizer, a gunshot, and then probably a fucking airburst. I've done it before, by the way. Sometimes you just have to do it.
Yeah, looks like there's an assassination incoming because it doesn't seem like the destroyer can handle 2 storm striders on the storm wall. Surprisingly.
And GG.
There's a miss. Yeah.
Way! Cygnar wins. Everyone loves Cygnar. Yay!
Yes, love. No, wait, that other word, loathe.
It was a thumbs up for Cygnar.
Actually, you should change the overlay to say, I concede to you. Which is much more likely what happened.
I'm gonna call it a scenario win.
Was it a scenario win? I don't even know. Did he even score anything?
Whatever.